Hello everyone, my name is Kristyn Schott. Now if you remember from the introductory speech, I told you guys that I played volleyball for UT Dallas. But what I didn't mention was that I have a really close relationship with both my parents. Now despite this close relationship, we don't always have the best communication. For example, a few months ago, my mom was really busy at work, and so she asked me if I could stop by CVS and pick up her prescription for her. Well, in order to do that, I had to use my parents' medical card so that I could charge the prescription payment to the card instead of having to pay for it with my own credit card. So, I asked my dad if I could borrow his medical card, and he told me that it was in his wallet in the closet. So I went to get his wallet, and I searched through all the different cards that were in there, and I found what I thought was the medical card. And so I described it to him and asked him if this indeed was the medical card, and he said that yes, it was. What I failed to notice, or failed to pay attention to, was the fact that my dad was on his work phone checking work emails while we were having this conversation. So I get to CVS and I go to pay for the prescription, and it turns out that I picked the wrong card. It was not the medical card, and so I had to use my own credit card to pay for the prescription. Now what happened here was that my dad being on his phone was a noise that got a distraction in the middle of the channeling of the message. So I sent a message through the channel, and my dad received it, but because of the noise, he didn't receive all of it, and he could not send the correct response and the correct feedback, because he said there was the medical card, and it wasn't a medical card. Now there was a few possible solutions that I could have done to get over this. One was that I could have questioned my preconceptions. I just assumed that even though he was on his phone, he was paying attention to me, he was listening, and he understood what I was saying. But if I had questioned those and realized that maybe because he was on his phone, he wasn't exactly hearing everything I said, I could have gone over and asked if he could get off his phone for a few seconds, or shown him the card and made sure this is the correct card. And I could have paid more attention to the noise and the fact that it was a distraction. I could also have remembered one of the principles of communication, which is that communication is inevitable. And I could have realized that even though it wasn't the best communication and my dad was on his phone, we were still communicating. And so I could have gone over some ways to make it more effective so we would have not had this miscommunication. So if I had followed some of these possible solutions, my dad and I might not have had this miscommunication that we had.